everyone. A very all of you. Welcome to the channel, the session. Please let me know if I am properly audible and visible. Okay. I think we are good to go. So, those watching me for the first time, my name is Niharika John Mehra. I'm your faculty of English, and I have daily classes on YouTube for all of you. So, the first thing here is my schedule. We have 1:30 p.m. practice classes on this channel. We are doing topic-wise practice. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. On Tuesdays, reading comprehension and parajumbles. On Thursdays, we have error detection, sentence correction, and on Saturdays, any vocab based question. So हम पूरा सब कुछ cover कर रहे हैं. Comprehension, grammar, and vocab. Apart from this, a very important session we have at 8 p.m. and this is editorial. Earlier ये हमारे main channel पर होता था, but now we have it over here. Amazing session where you get every single thing you need to improve your English for any competitive exam. जिसमें English एक part है. So understand this. This gives you an edge. Okay, this gives you something to follow regularly to keep working on your brushing your skills of English. Like yesterday, there was this class and silly mistakes happened. Some of the students they made some silly mistakes and they knew the right answer, read the question wrong, something like that. So यही सब चीजों से we have to come out ताकि exam time पे we don't make any such mistake. And that's important because ultimately exam crack karna is the goal, right? So for this purpose, all the 8 p.m. sessions are important for you. Do not miss out on that. Okay? So जल्दी से like और share कर दो session को. Subscribe the channel. If you want free PDFs, make sure to join our Telegram. We're gonna start. I'll show you question one by one, and all you have to do is answer here in the chat. As simple as that. Yes, but yes, like and share. Please read what is to be done. It's very important. Answer to this one is A and D. You are supposed to mark the erroneous part. A and D have errors. Our journey has, पहला तो बहुत easy था that A has error because this is singular. I can't go for have, so you have this out, and this option out. This not has been easy and is often strongly resisted by men, but there is gradual realization that women's issues are. If we're talking about a single issue, हम बोलते the women's issue or a women's issue. But the thing here is हम एक generic तरीके से बात कर रहे हैं. We are talking in a way which is generic and hence plural must come. So A and D. Make sure that you answer here in the given time. Okay. social media having become नहीं होगा. See, you can use having become, but in that case, you will have another main word in later on in the sentence. तो वो था नहीं यहाँ पे. So definitely A had error. Social media has become so powerful that it is capable. So powerful बोल दिया ना, तो even का sense यहाँ नहीं है. Plus even एक बार already we are using after the word making. So it is capable of making even the wisest look vulnerable. Step is correct. Don't be shy in answering here. Nobody is going to judge you if you go wrong. That's okay. That's how we learn. We all have learned that way, right? And still learning. There is no error in this one. With a growing and aspirational populations. Okay. Now, when I say populations, we are not talking about um, something which is plural. Okay. Sometimes instead of saying the word uh, population at a given point of time, we use the S form of it. We are still talking about the population. Okay. So if you are wondering why is with population, it's not because population, the word itself is not plural. It ends with S, but it is not plural. Simple. There is no doubt that there will be great pressure on what? On forest areas. Areas kahan hai? In India. Okay. So in such questions, there is another trick you can follow. Let's say आपको लगा कि A गलत है. Okay. But B, C and D are clearly error free. Because of this, you should know that there is no error. Because अगर error होता तो at least दो में error होता. Okay. The नहीं होगा ना, because the forest areas will mean that there is only a few of them which are specific, only उसके ऊपर असर पड़ रहा है. So again the sentence was a little generic in its tone. If a country is a tree, this is a like a comparison, supposition. If a country is a tree, then education is, of course, आ नहीं आएगा. Its roots. तो B में तो error है. We are gone. It is very important to make the roots stronger than ever before. Never before is a wrong phrase. So there was a syntax error later on. Absolutely right answer by Shushan. We require the will to take action and to commit. See, to के बाद committing आ सकता, not a problem. But there are cases like where we can use this. But then in this case, to take, to commit. Parallelism is to be maintained. The committing nahi hoga. Ourselves to be one of the key world leaders. So we want one of the leaders by adopting the best practices that are present across the world. So yeah, one of के साथ में we use plural. Please read the instruction properly. I'm going to give you enough time. I hope you understood the question. You are ready with the answer. So the first of all, understand the question. Now there could be any error in any part. If there is any error in any part of the sentence and none of the alternatives is correct, then you can go with error. But if you have this, you basically have a sentence in three parts. If there is error in first part, then the correction is given in the this alternative. So आपको लगता है alternative सही है, then answer is only one. Okay. So let's see. When two all-rounders deliver the goods for a team, where a team in the same game, seldom I have seen the team on the losing side. The team ends up on the losing side. So seldom I have seen the team ends up on the losing side. I can go. But then for a team in the same game, seldom I have seen कि ये अगर आप यहाँ पे देखोगे, okay? So in this case, second guys, I think there is a question error. Deliver the good for a team, the same game. Okay, no. It should be 3. Yeah, it should be 3. Seldom I have seen the team on the losing side nahi, ends up on the losing side आएगा. Answer is only the 3. Third one. Answer is only 3. Ends up की जरूरत है ना वहाँ पे to clarify the meaning of the sentence. There is no error in this one. Okay, the sentence is absolutely correct. You have to check multiple sentences now. Okay. He was the answer. Understand everything. We'll see. In such cases, we should know there are errors in the remaining three if one is correct. So that is something important you have to check. John, now any name, John and whatever name, names में error नहीं होगा. You can skip and just go ahead. John, founder of the stores that bear his name, एक ही नाम है. Once confessed past tense because past की बात है. I learned 30 years ago that it was foolish to scold. It is नहीं. Okay, that he learnt long back. So the thing is of past. Okay. Whether rich or poor, American, Indian, we all have the same emotions deep within us. Emotions are enclosed inside us. Okay, that's why with us means within us. This research indicating that we can no longer avoid significant warning during this sentence. Every modern society depends on the trust in the skills and ethics of a variety of institutions, such as schools and colleges, hospitals, and markets. So, yes, D is absolutely correct. Okay. Many of us have learned what? Not to make a public display of what our emotions, particularly when they are negative. So this is absolutely right. Though Indians have not been increasingly taking up corner office in the companies, though something is not happening, in not happening scenario, there is something happening. So not is very important here, otherwise दो का sense नहीं बनेगा. Though Indians, they don't have a lot of leadership roles. Rahul is the first one Indian to lead one of the top 4 firms globally. There you go. We wanted the right structure here. Democracy was suspended not because it came under existential threat, but because it has become an obstacle. See, was suspended, so it has to bullying. Anything that is happening as a reason of past is also past. Something happened in past. I couldn't attend the class because I was sick. So, agar main result is of past, reason is also going to be of past. So has become nahi, verb second form became should come. A virtual takeover of a bankrupt civil society be a coterie of individuals, people, human beings who can corner tremendous power. So now we of course cannot say whom here, because if I remove who and answer, they cornered tremendous power. So that's why my hypothetical answer is nominative case. इसलिए यहाँ पे who आएगा, whom नहीं आएगा. India has decided do away with. Has decided what? Do away with as a phrase use हो रहा है. The practice of putting of what? We want a gerund here. So of putting each imported food consignment through lab checks, etc. SPS Singh along with Devesh Pandey, etc. headed separate terms that included so that included cops from 6 police stations, investigators, etc. The whole scene is of past, and definitely I cannot use simple present here because the case is not of simple present. Our emission standards, we are not talking about emissions, we can talk about emissions plural, but the main noun is standards. So noun के पहले वाला noun is rarely a plural unless and until कोई बहुत ही severe case हो. So emission standards की बात है, it's a compound noun and hence it has to be singular, emission standards. And emissions galat tha. The university has received what? About 500 applicants for what? For the course. Out of them, 50 will be shortlisted for the program. Answer is D. The RBI lifts the ban. I mean, you can say this if you are narrating a story. So narrations may usually we can go with simple present tense if it is like a story or a commentary format, which is not the case here. So RBI has lifted the ban. Okay, we don't want simple present tense. President inaugurated Indian Trade Fair at Pragati Maidan. So whenever you have a specific location like stadium, airport, bus station, etc. So their specific location meant for specific things to be done. In that case, हम at preposition का use करते हैं, and definitely here in cannot be used. So second में preposition का error. 3 Indian, 2 women, 1 man, multiple were among the shortlisted applicants. Again, applicants are people who, not which, who were chosen for one-way trip to Mars. Fasting not only detoxifies the system, but also, now this is like a fact. Okay, so we can go with simple present, and detoxifies gives. Parallelism be maintained. A person training in endurance, a spirit of acceptance and self-control. So later on also it lists it. It gives training, it gives spirit of acceptance, noun, and self-control. Again noun. So D is your answer here. I hope you understand. There is a replacement option. There are replacement options here. Simply have to pick the one you want to replace. Steps like closing busy footbridges may service to, now service can be used as a word but makes no sense here. तो service वाले option हटा देते हैं, तो may serve, may help in something, can serve to mollify public anger. Neutralize is a strong word. Neutralize is making something zero. प्लस है तो माइनस करके जीरो ले आओ, माइनस है तो प्लस करके जीरो ले आओ. प्लस पब्लिकली एंगर अपने आप में गलत है. एंगर इज अ नाउन, so we want an adjective. Answer is this one. Okay, go ahead, do the next one. Sorry guys. The overwhelming superiority of the Indian Navy in all three dimensions. Create कैसे आएगा? Because is it something that keeps happening? The superiority is the subject, so create तो आ ही नहीं सकता था, right? Then all three dimensions, all the three dimensions, yes, because we are talking specifically about the three dimensions, forced the Pakistan Navy to not venture out. Okay, held आएगा नहीं, we want something क्योंकि not venture out है तो उसके context के साथ जाना चाहिए. All the three है तो plural क्यों नहीं है third वाले में, right? How the second one? President Cohen has condoled the death of CM, but no official announcements has galat. Announcements have been raised. You don't raise announcement. Announcement को करा जाता है. Announcement has been made. You don't issue an announcement. You issue an order. You issue a mandate. You don't issue an announcement. So the verb doesn't go with the action that relates with official announcement, and that's why only the third one. आ रहा है समझ में? भाई को शेयर करके रखिए. The Home Minister accused those questioning the veracity, सब जगह same, of airstrike, सब जगह same है. So let's work out POD formula. I didn't mention the name earlier, but that's how I suppose आप लोग इसको attempt कर. Veracity of airstrike, that playing politics over, no, that का अगर context होता तो कुछ verb मिलता that के बाद या फिर पूरा subject, verb, object मिलता है ना. Veracity of airstrike of playing politics over the valor. Veracity of something, something of something makes sense, right? On नहीं आएगा that he is playing. अभी he is playing को complicate structure we can consider, which we don't need. We want the crisp sentence so that the meaning is crystal clear. No replacement required. A similar crisis is looming large in other cities. Okay, so a crisis is looming large as people continue. Second part also is in simple present tense. So we don't have to worry about the tense. Crisis है अगर crisis होता with e then we could have used are. Okay, that's the plural. So definitely ये तो नहीं है. Is looming high गलत है, looming low गलत है. Something which is very near to happen and it's close to us, it's inevitable, that is looming large. होने को ही है, सर पर मंडरा रहा है. That's the time we use this, and this is the use of the correct phrase, and we would not like to destroy the meaning of it. Okay, so that's your answer. Any doubt? Yeah. POD formula is point of difference. You focus on the words which are different in every option. You don't focus on the words which are, just the same in all the options. Point of difference formula. Okay, so for this, for example, here all the words here focus, it's same. I won't focus here, so you only go to the points. Points, point of difference. Okay, you only check those words which are different, like you vertically check them. So there is a strong tendency in the US today to shift, to make focus nahi, in shifting nahi, while why we want that contrast or things happening parallelly. That's how we check. So to shift focus inwards, and B, to shift to B, parallelism be maintained hai. The skewed rules in the areas of property rights have been flagged by the developing countries. It because some things have been done, so they have been flagged by someone. It's a very logical thing to write the name of the doer who did it. An empire toppled by the enemies can rise again, but So what is happening here? We are talking about contradictory statements. So though is used for the main clause, not contradictory clause. So ये तो नहीं आएगा. Perhaps भी नहीं आएगा. But the one as a pronoun, which crumbles from within. Okay, so crumbles आना था, crumbled नहीं होगा because we are saying something that is dead forever. So the related part here is in present. Okay. No, empire है, emperor थोड़ी ना है. We are comparing one empire that is toppled by the enemies can rise again, but another empire जो अंदर से ही खराब है. So we are comparing one empire with another empire. That's why who cannot come. Enemies are not who are crumbling. No, it's the empire that is crumbling. Okay, so that's it. Thank you so much, all of you, for attending the session, for being here. And I hope that you have learned a lot. We're going to meet soon in another session, and it is at 8 p.m. editorial session. Make sure to like and share before you leave. Keep practicing, keep revising the rules. When I explain them to you, make sure they are like right there in your mind, you fit them in your mind. Okay.